Hi students, today our topic is fuels part 1, lectured by T. Balakrishna, chemistry lecturer, GPT KOTHAGUDEM. First definition of fuel. A substance which on combustion gives large amount of heat is called fuel. Which substance is ready to participate in combustion reaction and give more amount of heat is called fuel. That means every substance is not a fuel. The substance which on combustion gives more amount of heat is called fuel. The fuels mainly contains carbon and hydrogen. That means all the fuels are hydrocarbons. So it contains more amount of carbon and hydrogen. During the combustion, the carbon and hydrogen are oxidized to new compounds. That means the carbon is react with oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide. The hydrogen which is present in the fuel, it is react with oxygen, it converted into water H2O. And also it produces the more amount of heat. So during the combustion of carbon and hydrogen, they are participating in oxidation reaction, and they form new products and produce more amount of heat. Next, fuel. The new compounds have less energy than the reactants. That means the products have less energy than reactants. That means reactants, fuels have high energy. That energies compounds are converted into less energy compounds. We know the general principle in chemistry, law of conservation of energy. Energy neither created nor destroyed. It converted from one form to another form. So accordingly, here fuels have high energy. They are ready to participate in combustion reaction. They produce products. The products have less energy than the fuel. So that energy is converted to heat. Next, the examples or important sources for the fuels are the coal. We know the general example, petroleum, oils, and wood, and natural gas. Next, we hear the one word, that is the combustion. What is the definition of combustion? The process in which the heat energy is liberated by burning of a substance in excess of oxygen or air is called combustion. We take a fuel. The fuel is react with oxygen in presence of heat. Here delta symbol is represent the heat. Okay, the fuel is react with oxygen in presence of heat. It produces products and heat. This process is called combustion. A burning of substance or heating of substance in excess of oxygen is called combustion. Okay, next, excess of your oxygen quantity is more and more. Classification of fuels. Based on the occurrence, the fuels are classified into two types. The one is the natural fuels or primary fuels. The second one is the artificial fuels or secondary fuels. First, we discussing about the natural fuels or primary fuels. The fuels which are occur in nature are called primary fuels. Which fuels are available in nature directly is called primary fuels. We know the general example, wood, it is available in nature directly, and coal, petroleum, and natural gas, they are available in nature directly. This type of fuels is called natural. Next one, artificial fuels or secondary fuels. The fuels which are synthesized from the primary fuels are called artificial fuels or secondary fuels. Examples, coke, charcoal, kerosene, petrol, and water gas. In this example, kerosene and petrol is not available in nature directly. It is prepared or extracted from the petroleum. So petroleum is a natural fuel because it is occurring in nature directly. But kerosene and petrol are extracted from the petroleum. So petroleum is an example for the natural fuels. Petrol is an example for
natural fuel.
Artificial fuels or secondary fuels. You observe the difference between petroleum and petrol. The petroleum is available in nature, that is in a natural. The petrol is synthesized from the petrol. So petroleum, kerosene, petrol, diesel, naphtha, these are extracted from the petroleum. So petroleum is a natural fuel. Petrol, kerosene, diesel, naphtha is a secondary fuel. There is a difference between artificial fuels and primary fuels or natural fuels. Okay, thank you, students.